Let's now speak to the Deputy Leader of Reform UK, the MP for Boston Skegness, Richard Tice. A very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning to you. Well, this is a terrible idea, a youth mobility scheme. Of course, it's just dragging the UK ever closer to the failing European Union that we voted to leave. And this will just lead to a significant increase in immigration. Bearing in mind, of course, the suggestions that it would be for under 30s. The majority of people who came under freedom of movement were under 30.
I guess of all of the proposals around immigration, is youth mobility something that upsets voters that significantly?
Well, the whole of legal and illegal immigration is something that we are hearing on the doorsteps hour by hour is infuriating the people. We're not short of people in the United Kingdom. We've got a record high population. What we need to do is get people into work. Millions of people are inactive, being paid benefits, tax-free benefits, and we need to get our own people skilled up, trained up, and back into work. And if you create a bit of a labour shortage, guess what happens? Wages go up for the lowest paid, that's a good thing. Or businesses invest in capital equipment, which improves productivity. That's a good thing. The last thing we need in this country, when we've got no growth at all, is to have ever higher immigration that suppresses wages of the British people. This is a catastrophic proposal. And of course, it's part of this government's trying to embrace with the European Union. We need to move away from it. We need to deregulate away from the EU. We don't want to be cozying up to them and then selling out our fishing community as well.
I think you've been critical in the past, though, of the deal that governs UK-EU relations at the moment. So some form of renegotiation, presumably you support?
Look, if you have a renegotiation, I want to move further away from the EU. I want to be deregulating. I don't want Northern Ireland being handcuffed to the European Union. That's the Reform's position. We want to renegotiate our fishing deal to protect British fishermen, including in my constituency of Boston and Skegness. And so there's all these opportunities. And let's remember, to all of those who say, oh, we've got no growth, we need to get closer to the EU, I just remind all of your viewers and listeners, the EU's economies are failing even more than our own one. The last thing we want to do is drag ourselves towards a failing economic model that's also burdened with net stupid zeroness, destroying jobs, destroying industries, and leading to ever lower growth.
I wanted to ask what your latest thinking was towards Robert Jenrick. I think last Wednesday you said to Sam Coates that he was in the wrong party and he should come over to Reform. The following day, Nigel Farage told Sam Coates that he didn't want Robert Jenrick anywhere near the Reform Party. What is ultimately your view towards Jenrick?
Look, to be honest, I don't spend every minute or hour or day thinking about Mr. Jenrick. I mean, there's a bit of political teasing and bantering, of course. Look, he's got his job to do. We've got our job to do. We're cracking on. We're campaigning hard all over the country where there are elections, and that's our sole focus. I'm really just not interested in the Conservative sort of machinations, their own internal issues. We're just cracking on. What we hear and sort of are told from electors and voters are the key things that concerns them, and immigration is right up there as number one, as well as getting more money in their pocket, the cost of their bills, the cost of living, and it's net stupid zero that is the primary reason that bills are going up and jobs are being destroyed.
Are you feeling confident about the Runcorn by-election?
Well, it is the 16th safest Labour seat, so the fact that it's a two-horse race between Reform and Labour is truly remarkable. And look, it's going to be very, very close. It reminds me a bit of the Peterborough by-election in June 2019, which came down to a few hundred votes. This could well be like that. So let's wait and see. We're certainly working very hard, but we're from a standing start, whereas Labour they know that patch. They've controlled that seat for that area for decades.
As we approach these votes, how annoying is it to you that there's been spats between, most notably, Rupert Lowe and Nigel Farage over the past couple of weeks or months. I know you've had your own disagreements, maybe minor ones, maybe major ones, with the leader, with Nigel Farage, from time to time. Should
really like when like never? I mean, that's just garbage, frankly.
Oh no, well then that's good to hear. Then do you criticise Rupert Lowe for having been public with his criticisms?
Of course. I mean, look, what happened with Mr. Lowe is sad, but there are investigations going on. But the way he's behaving is just, well, at the end of the day, it's his choice. I actually don't care. We're focused on our job, which is to get ever more people to have confidence in reform, to vote in reform, to like our policies. And Nigel's doing an incredible job going around the country, campaigning hard. I'm campaigning hard across Lincolnshire. And we're just hopeful that will pay off on Thursday, the May the 1st, with all the counting thereafter. We're pushing on, we're united, and hopefully we might get a Runcorn MP as well.
Richard Tice, thanks for joining us this morning. Good to see you.